The undefeated Oklahoma Sooners travel over to Lawrence, Kansas this weekend to take on a Jayhawks team that will be eager to provide the same sort of test they gave the Sooners last year in what was a thrilling 52-42 roller coaster ride over in Norman. Will we see more of the same in this one? Potentially so, but a factor that could definitely help in delivering that is the status of number one quarterback Jalen Daniels ahead of this one, who remains listed as day-to-day at the time of recording, although team sources to Kansas did say they're potentially optimistic of his return for the home side ahead of this game, given current reports. Whether that's the case or not here, Kansas definitely needs to work on a defense that has allowed 33.7 points per game across their last three starts to opponents, especially going up against the Sooners offense in this one that ranks top 6 in the country this year in total yards, total passing yards, scoring offense, and so on. And what's been a fairly blistering Oklahoma attack this season. That attack is led by Dylan Gabriel, who sits as the only FBS player in the last quarter century to complete at least 72% of his passes through the first half of the season, coming off his 19-touchdown run and putting up over 2,000 passing yards as well on the season so far. While stopping that may seem like a tall ask here for a struggling Jayhawks defense this weekend, especially one that sits 96th in the country this year in total passing yards allowed. Lance Leopold's squad nonetheless have some things going for them in their favor ahead of this one, most notably that extra week off to prepare, plus the fact Oklahoma has tended to run a little hot and cold in games this season. While the Sooners can point to extremely impressive displays against both Iowa State and Texas recently, critics can also point to a less than impressive outings against both Cincinnati and Central Florida. Also, Oklahoma needed to hang on for dear life against the Knights last week, and they averaged just 37.5% in third down conversions in their last road start against the Bearcats. Also, the Kansas Jayhawks, meanwhile, have been clinical in that department specifically. They boast the 6th best third down conversion rate in the entire nation right now, as well as sitting as the number one team in the Big 12 in that regard also. With an extra week to prepare ahead of this one, plus the fact Oklahoma just hasn't been as clinical away from home this year than they have at Norman, giving up almost 60 yards per game more through the air to opponents than they have done at home. I believe the value lies in taking the home team in this one, plus the points to get to the window in, what should be a fairly competitive game down in Lawrence this weekend. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with the home team? Do you disagree? And if you're looking for even more great betting content delivered every day, consider signing up for an all-access membership over at my page, Kevin Dolan at wagertalk.com. Great time to do so as well, with NBA starting this week, college football, Champions League soccer, NFL, and so on. And as an added bonus, use code ACCESS3 to knock $20 off a 3-day all-access pass for this week only. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you found this information useful. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And for even more great betting content, be sure to check out one of the other videos listed on your screen right now.